Right, so in here we've got a little locking pin. There's a spring behind that pin, so you need to be careful it doesn't ping out when you're doing this. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to flick it into the open position. I'm going to push down on that pin. Press it slightly so it bottoms out. And I'm going to slowly release this locking thing, where it's called here. Get my finger over that pin and extract it. Just like that, right? Put that down safe. And we've got a little spring inside there also. I'm going to put that down safe as well, right? So, then we're going to manoeuvre this out. Put it down safe. A little spring in there to come out as well. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is take a 19mm socket. Now, make sure if you're going to take these off for whatever reason, you have replacement ones before you even attempt to take them off, because the plastic and they can be cracked and brittle, so there's a good chance they may break when you're trying to remove them. If that's the case, you'll have to get the fuel pump out and get rid of those plastic bits. So this one here, ooh. Actually feels quite good, that. Look at that. That's quite loose. So there was fuel coming down from this, and it could be that, I mean, that felt quite loose. You can hear all the air escaping now. There we go. That's out now. So need to check inside there, make sure there's no other little bits of garbage. Same with the other one. Now, right, so put some Teflon tape around that connector. What can happen with these is as well, there's a little rubber seal in there, an O-ring. It looks okay, that one. It's not grey and gammy. It's quite black. So when the rubber's grey looking, it can indicate that it's old and perished. So put some Teflon tape around that. I'm going to screw it back in. I've not gone crazy with it. I've only put like one layer around and a couple at the top here. It's plastic, so I don't want to damage those threads. And we'll see if this seals it. Okay, let's get it in. So, let's see how this goes. And what we're looking for is the position to slot this back in with its spring. I'm struggling there because of the fuel pump sender, so I need to turn it round. I don't think this will turn fully round now. I think it's tight with it. Ideally, I won't mind it round here like that. I don't want to strip no threads. That looks about right. There. I'm not going to go all the way down and tighten it, crank it in. It will pull those threads out, so I'm just going to get it down as close as I can and make sure I can release these caps. Alright, so that's in there now. Next thing I'm going to do is insert my spring into the bottom of my locking pin. That will go in there. Sit there nice and carefully. And I'll put my trigger spring there. I'll call this a trigger. And then we'll put this on. Excuse my hands, but I'm going to slide that from the back all the way until it seats there. Right, next thing I'm going to do. Where's this bastard Allen key gone? There we go. And carefully push that down, watch for it pinging away. There we go. That's back in. Look at that. So I'm going to do the same with the next one. Just going to take that off and reseal it and just check that this one wasn't leaking, but there was some fuel coming out of here. So it's either that that O-ring's not sealing in there, or it wasn't tightened up properly. It's corroded around here. So I'm going to take the other one out, give that a little bit of treatment as well, and then we'll get back together. That's in, all clean. So simple fuel leak check. I can actually see it better on camera. See this tank dropping on my head. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera around, but there's fuel in this, it's a little bit heavy. That looks spot on. Can't see any fuel leaking out of there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, let's get him on the bike. Turn around. Oh, the brake. The brakes are a little bit tight. Excuse me from the back. There. Fuel pump and check for more leaks. Can't smell any fuel. Let's see what we got. The idle's a little bit slow. Not very good Ducati impersonator, am I? Idle's a little bit slow, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to adjust these. Just these, I call them pilot screws. Right, so can you hear the difference now? That's idling a little bit faster. I reckon the front one, these are out of tune slightly. That's the front one. Response is better, it's not dropping idle as much. So I reckon that really just need a no 2 reader to test that. I'll get my vacuum gauge on that and test it, see if it imbalance. But that sounds okay actually. Sounds pretty good that. Don't want it to get too hot. Sounds way better that. Right, I'll shut him off. Right, Ducati lovers and TPXC YouTube lovers, I hope you're happy with that, because I'm really happy. This bike actually runs better than I ever expected it did. With a slight little bit of tuning up there,
and it runs like a dream. Well, it's not really quite like a dream yet, but we'll get it there. I was shitting myself when I bought it. I was absolutely shitting myself. I've been shitting myself, sitting in this garage here thinking, is this going to be an absolute money bin? I'm going to just sell it for parts, I don't know. So it's turning out to be more of what I expected, a cosmetic rebuild rather than a total mechanical one, but we will get a lot of mechanical parts replaced or serviced, which have you, and there'll be further work to do. But at the moment, that fires up pretty good. To say it's been stood a long time, I'm going to give that fuel pump a clean out, stuff like that. I'm going to replace all the fuel hoses. I'll take the pump back out, I'll put a new filter in it, and then we'll stick some more tank overflow lines in the the breather lines in the tank as well, and we'll also replace those fuel lines to the injectors and put some crimps on them. But what can I say? I'm quite happy. I'm going to get myself a beer now and a kebab. I'm going to get myself a nice big dirty kebab because I'm hungry and it's late, it's dark, and I'm going to celebrate. That's what I'm going to do. Apologise if this is a short video, but I expected to get those fuel pump O-rings, fuel line O-rings in the other week, and I'm going to make a little bit of a longer video of it, but I've been quite busy. I've just had to change an alternator in my wife's car, but it's dropped me back a little bit. It's been pissing it down here, pissing it down really bad. Weather's been shit, so I'm not being able to get out on the RS125 or anything. But here you are. Have a little look at this dream machine, eh? Oh, I bought, just a minute, got this little smackaroonie off eBay. Pretty good condition. I've already started. How's that fucking going on? I've already started getting my parts for it. Just need a tool bag now. A tool bag. And make this thing complete. Right. Don't look half as bad there. I don't think you can see what I can see, but it's scabby. But it looks pretty good. I've not even washed it, just get it wiped down. Okay. Beast. Right, I'm going to stop prattling about now. Get my kebab ordered, get my beer opened, and I'll see you next week. Will get out on this 125. I am dying to get out on this 125 and I hope it doesn't disappoint me. Right, I'm off. I'll see you all next week, maybe. Hopefully. Can't fucking see anything I'm doing. See you all next week.